drink about 15,000 cups of coffee. So Colgate created new Optic White Pro Series toothpaste with the power to remove 15 years of stains for a Pro Series smile. New Colgate Optic White Pro Series.
If you're thinking about anything, chances are you're thinking about home goods. See? Don't just think about home goods. Go to Home Goods. Amazing prices, endless possibilities. Home Goods. Go finding.
We're just doing our thing, having a ball with it.
Tomorrow, only we're with LL Cool J and Rob Lowe. Find out what brought these Hollywood heartthrobs together.
Look at those two.
I'm here for that.
Before we go, the Golden State Warriors have a new splash brother.
Oh, boy.
Flint Tropics legend Jackie Moon, a.k.a. Will Ferrell, Will dressed up as his semi-pro character, warming up with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson before last night's game. It was magic.
Look, Jackie was on fire. Jackie even banked one from midcourt. Now, this surprise...
Happening now.
The sign says it all. Seguin facing its second day of a gas outage. We talk with businesses about how they're getting by.
And what this man is accused of doing to a Bexar County deputy after a parking dispute at the Rodeo. The charges he's now facing. Next.
Today's been a great day and we'll have more sunshine tomorrow, but by Friday things turn cold again and a late season freeze is in the forecast this weekend. Details coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
Up first at 5, the Amber Alert for 11-year-old Helen Pierce has been suspended. This afternoon, officials say she has been found safe.
She was first reported missing last night by Barnett police, but again, she's been found and she is safe. Seguin and McQueenie residents anxiously waiting to get their gas to come back on after a damaged pipeline cut off supply for more than 4,300 customers.
Yeah, late this morning, CenterPoint Energy announced the pipeline company had finished its repairs and all customers' gas had been turned off. Now they'll be coming back to turn it back on, and they expect that to be done by Friday.
But Garrett Berger tells us these past 2 days and what lies ahead is rough on some businesses.
The sign outside Kirby's Corner says it all.
This runs on gas, this runs on gas.
The grill and fryer, the heart of Kirby's Kitchen, are out of action so long as the natural gas supply is. So the staff cleans instead. They tried to make do on Tuesday with the food they could make.
We were trying to stay open mainly on baked potatoes and hot dogs and salads with no chicken.
But today, the phone rings on silent as would-be customers try to call in orders that Kirby's can't fill.
I'm like, sorry to break your heart, lady. Can't serve you hamburgers.
It's a similar story at Rosie's Pizza to Go, where the unused dough isn't going anywhere. Not through the gas-powered oven, which is about 400 degrees too cool, and definitely not out to customers.
We had 25 pizzas for 12 o'clock, and then we had an order for 30 for this afternoon, and all that's got to be canceled.
Not everywhere was closed, and if your usual spot or even your home stove isn't an option, you still got to eat. At Davila's Barbecue, business is booming, and the fire is crackling.
Yeah, yesterday was probably up, 3 to 4 times the normal what it would be, and today at least twice as much.
The gas outage does limit their ability to cook some things, like macaroni for mac and cheese. But overall, who needs gas when you've got hardwood?
It all starts with fire, and what you need is fire and heat to cook. It's pretty simple.
While the gas outage has been good for business, Davila knows it's far from a good thing to many.
As a community, we know a lot of people are
frustrated and hoping to get their gas back soon. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Crime Stoppers asking for your help solving 2 cases today. They're looking for the person who stabbed a man using a box cutter last month. They say on February 28th, the victim was found with several lacerations on his body at the Oasis at Oakwell Apartments in the 1900 block of Northeast Loop 410. That suspect now facing a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
And here's another case. Do you recognize this woman? She is accused of stuffing a basket full of products from the Sephora on East Bassey, flashing a knife at the employee, and then taking off without paying. The suspect seems to have a hand tattoo. If you recognize her or have any information about either of these cases, call Crime Stoppers at number 210-224-STOP. We now know the name of a woman killed in a crash last night. She has been identified as 21-year-old Cameron Celeste Jacobson. The man facing charges for her death is 32-year-old William Ballestero. Live Oak police believe he may have been drinking and driving when he crashed into Jacobson's car on Pat Booker Road last night. They tell us Ballestero was speeding and ran a red light before the crash. Jacobson died at the scene, and Ballestero was arrested on a charge of intoxication manslaughter.
A man is okay after he was shot in the leg at a gas station overnight. San Antonio police are still looking for the suspect. It happened along Callahan Road near Loop 410 around 2 in the morning.
San Antonio police believe someone fired from a passing vehicle. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to recover.
The rodeo ended just a few weeks ago, but one man who was there for the night, well, that experience is going to follow him for a while.
Yeah, this is Travis Herod. He is charged with assault of a peace officer after he reportedly dragged a Bexar County deputy with his pickup truck after a fight over parking. It all happened back on February 15th.
Herod is accused of trying to park at the AT&T Center using an inactive parking decal. An attendant told him he had to pay to park, and Herod reportedly tossed his credit card or debit card at her. That's when BCSO Deputy Jay Ramos got involved.
Now, while trying to confiscate the parking decal, Herod reportedly grabbed Deputy Ramos's arm, put his truck in drive, and moved forward about 30 feet. Ramos then hit Herod in the face, and Herod reversed another 30 feet before Ramos was able to get free. There's still some questions, though. BCSO says Ramos's body camera was not recording the altercation, and now they're looking into why that was.
According to BCSO's body-worn camera policy, deputies must use body cameras while working off duty, which Ramos was doing. Herod, who is free on bond, has a court appearance set for April. Now to the latest in Ukraine. Russia still claiming a ceasefire is in place despite carrying out an airstrike at a children's hospital. This is in an area of Ukraine that's already facing a desperate humanitarian crisis and where more than 1,200 people have already been killed since Russia's attack started 2 weeks ago. ABC's Faith Abubi has the latest.
Destruction all around after Ukrainian officials say a Russian airstrike targeted a maternity and children's hospital in the besieged city of Mariupol. Parts of the hospital blown to pieces, a crater outside, while charred remains of vehicles litter the parking lot. Authorities say children are under the rubble and rescue efforts continue. The mayor calling the Kremlin's forces barbarians, accusing Russia of trying to wipe Mariupol from the face of the earth.
With supplies being cut off, it will become somewhat desperate in, I would say, 10 days to 2 weeks.
Today, desperate civilians still attempting to flee through humanitarian corridors. Russia claiming it's observing a temporary ceasefire. In 2 weeks, Russia has launched more than 710 missiles, destroying residential neighborhoods and key Ukrainian infrastructure. U.S. officials say Ukrainians are putting up fierce resistance. President Zelensky saying his people won't surrender. Meanwhile, the U.S. and Poland still at odds over supplying Poland's MiG-29 fighter jets to Ukraine. A senior defense official saying Ukraine already has plenty of Russian-made MiG fighters that they are not using, and Poland's plan to provide them through the U.S. is too risky.
We also believe that there are alternative options that are much better suited to support the Ukrainian military in their fight against Russia.
And a senior defense official tells ABC News U.S. Patriot missile systems requested by Poland to shoot down incoming missiles have been delivered. They're manned and will soon be operational. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Keeping an eye on local gas prices. Right now, several gas tracking outlets are reporting that San Antonio has reached an all-time high average of $3.96 a gallon. That is a 67-cent jump in just the last week, according to GasBuddy.com. However, today, AAA San Antonio says it is still recording an average price of $3.85 a gallon, which would mean we have not quite topped the highest prices we saw in July of 2008, when the average price per gallon was all the way down to, or up to, $3.95.
Now to a proposed bill making headlines around the nation today, dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to sign it in the coming days. The bill would ban lessons in sexual orientation or gender identity in kindergarten through the 3rd grade. Community advocates warn this bill will prevent safe spaces for students and teachers, while supporters argue the bill is meant to empower parents.
We're going to make sure that parents are able to send their kid to kindergarten without having some of this stuff injected into their school curriculum.
Framed as parental rights, when actually all it's doing is targeting LGBT kids, families, teachers.
The bill also bans any instruction that is not age appropriate, but doesn't clearly define what that means exactly. The Biden administration has suggested that schools could lose access to federal grants if that bill is implemented.
Happening tomorrow, San Antonio water systems entering stage 1 water restrictions. That means SAWS customers are going to have to make some changes. Those include watering with an irrigation system, sprinkler, or soaker hose only once a week. And that only happens before 11 a.m. or after 7 p.m. You can still water with a handheld hose, drip irrigation, bucket, or watering. You can do that anytime on any day. We have all of this information on KSAT.com.
Yeah, that probably doesn't come as a huge surprise to most folks. Our drought situation has been getting worse over the past couple of months, and we're way behind on rainfall. Speaking of the watering restrictions, we've got a graphic just like this on KSAT.com right now, along with a little bit more information about the aquifer. Sarah Spivey put that together for us this afternoon. Weather Watcher temperatures warmer than yesterday, that's for sure. Low 70s in Eagle Pass, 66 in Lakey, 63 Universal City, also 63 in Seguin. That seems to be the happy number, up to New Braunfels as well. This evening, things will get nice and cool pretty quickly after the sun goes down. 50s for most of your evening. Clear skies, light winds, cool but comfortable. More sun tomorrow, but the front is still on track for Friday morning, and the late season freeze for this weekend also still on track. We'll talk about that and more coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Katie. Let's take a quick look at your Wednesday evening commute, or lack thereof. This is at I-10 in Hildebrand. Not a lot of traffic out there. Again, spring break for a lot of folks out there, so smooth sailing right now at I-10 in Hildebrand.
In your consumer news, Amazon facing a potential investigation over allegations that it lied to Congress. At least that's what the House lawmakers want. They're asking the Justice Department to investigate whether a senior executive lied about how the company used the data it collects from third-party sellers. Amazon says it doesn't use that data to make its competing products, but lawmakers don't believe that claim.
Frontier Airlines announcing it's bringing back flights from San Antonio to Atlanta and introducing a new route to Philadelphia. The new flights will be open for passengers just in time for summer travel. Frontier offering fares as low as $79 to celebrate.
So you want shiny hair? There are plenty of supplements promising to help you reach that goal, but do they work? What you should look out for before adding certain vitamins to your daily routine next.
I'm Myra Arthur here in the KSAT newsroom. A lot we're working on right now, including addressing sex trafficking in San Antonio. It is a problem that persists right here in our own community, and perhaps in parts of our city that you may not expect. Ransom Life, an organization that is focused on helping victims and raising awareness, released a map today showing which San Antonio areas have seen sex trafficking cases. We'll have that map for you coming up at 6 o'clock. Plus, 6 years and still no trial, but this year, Jose Baldomero Flores will learn his fate. He's facing 2 capital murder charges and the death penalty for allegedly killing a woman in 2005 and another woman in 2011. Erica Hernandez explains why the judge is ordering that this trial does take place this year. And as gas prices go up, maybe you're considering alternative methods of transportation. You are not alone. More and more people opting for bikes, but not just any bikes. We're talking electric bikes. They'll get you to your destination sooner, minus the gas. Alicia Barrera talks with one local electric bike shop about how all this pain at the pump is actually pumping up their business. All that and more coming your way tonight on the news at 6.
Thank you, Myra. New at 5, the quest for shinier hair, stronger nails, and fewer wrinkles. Who doesn't want that? Well, what if you could get it from a pill? Well, that's what some supplements are claiming. Do they work? 12 on your side's Marilyn Morris on what you should know before you spend your money.
Drugstore shelves are stocked with supplements and promises to improve your hair, nails, and skin, and the costs can add up. Most contain ingredients like vitamins A, C, and E, coenzyme Q10, as well as biotin, which is a B vitamin. Hair supplements often contain manganese and selenium, as well as fatty acids like fish oil and flaxseed oil. It may all sound good, but what about the science?
Well, if your body has a nutrient deficiency, it can cause changes to the hair and sometimes to the skin and nails. Like not getting enough vitamin A or vitamin E can cause rough, scaly patches on the skin. And a biotin deficiency can cause eczema and even hair loss.
But deficiencies are relatively uncommon. Most people can get the necessary nutrients through a healthy diet. And experts say there's no good evidence that taking a supplement will help with normal aging-related hair loss or nail damage or give you healthier skin. And taking too much of a nutrient can be bad. Too much vitamin A can actually trigger hair loss. But millions of people do take supplements. If that's you, shop carefully and look to see if the contents have been verified by one of these 4 groups.
Dietary supplements are not tightly regulated by the FDA. They might contain substances not listed on the label, or they might contain more or less of an ingredient than promised.
But for most people, eating a balanced diet, drinking plenty of water, and using sun protection is enough of a beauty boost. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Take a live look outside with Sky 12 flying above the AT&T Center, where we are waiting for history perhaps to be made tonight. We'll check in with Greg Simmons, who's courtside in just a little bit. Beautiful day out there, Katie. I think we're probably at the point now where we're going up the hill on a roller coaster ride.
Yes, the temperature roller coaster, we bottomed out early in the week. Now we're starting to make our way back up, and then we'll bottom out again by Friday. So more twists and turns are ahead. Essentially, for the rest of the week, even into the weekend, just don't get too comfortable. We really won't see our temperatures kind of level out until early next week. As we reported earlier in this newscast, Stage 1 watering restrictions are in effect starting tomorrow for Saw's customers. Here's a look back at our rainfall by the numbers over the past several months. It is not pretty. Obviously, we're not too far into the month of March, but we've only had a trace of rain so far. And since November 1st, 4 1/4 inches of rain, but that's about 4 1/4 inches below average from November 1st through this point in the year. So we're way behind on rainfall. Drought is expanding. And unfortunately, I've only got 1 shot of rain for you here, not only just in the next 5 days, but also in the next 7. A chance for some very light rain early in the day Friday. That'll be along our next strong cold front. Out there right now, it's really great. Clear skies, temperatures are in the 60s, 67 at Stinson, 63 at Kelly. It's 68 in Del Rio, 64 in Beeville, so just very comfortable any way you slice it. Humidity is low. Winds are light. With clear skies, temperatures will fall down to the mid to upper 30s for parts of the hill country. Overnight will land right around 40 here in San Antonio, a low around 41 in Del Rio. Similar story there in Eagle Pass. So it will be cold overnight, but we are not anticipating a freeze for anyone overnight through tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, bit warmer than it was today. More of us in the 70s, even a few spots trying to touch 80 from Del Rio down to Cotulla and Laredo tomorrow. Overall, very comfortable again Thursday with light winds, lower humidity, and clear skies. Now, about this time tomorrow evening, we will start to see a gradual increase in cloud cover from the south. And overnight Thursday into Friday morning, skies will become overcast, and I expect a very damp start to the day on Friday with mist, drizzle, and even some very light isolated showers. And here comes our cold front. 5 a.m. It's starting to work through the hill country. Timing has changed just a bit over the last 24 hours or so. We now expect this front to get to San Antonio and drop south of Highway 90 between about 9 and 11 a.m. on Friday. Until then, we'll continue to see some very light scattered rain across the area. 11 a.m. Front is south. It will start to take the rain with it, south and east. By the afternoon, our rain chances start to wrap up, and we should even see some good clearing by late Friday afternoon, early Friday evening. The scattered rain chance that you'll see on Friday, don't get too excited. Rainfall totals will generally be less than 1/4 inch of rain. Many places are looking at even less rain than that Friday with the passage of this cold front. So, I mean, we'll take what we can get, but it's really not going to help us out with our drought situation at all. So we've got a rain chance Friday with this front. Take note of the steep temperature drop Friday morning. We'll start off near 60. Lunchtime, we're already falling into the 40s. Temperatures should land in the low 40s Friday afternoon with strong north winds. This is the front that brings in the potential for our late season freeze. Here's an early look at your Saturday morning temperatures. This will be a widespread freeze. Everyone should plan on a freeze Friday night into Saturday morning. Some spots again Saturday night into Sunday. Guys.
Thank you, Katie.
Is tonight the night Greg Popovich will break the record? Greg Simmons courtside with a preview.
You know what? It could be, but it is Toronto's doing fairly well this season. It could be Friday against Utah, could be Saturday against Indiana, but we're here. We're ready for when it does happen, when Greg Popovich becomes the all-time winningest coach in NBA history with his next win. And will Deshaun Watson be indicted coming up? Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome live to the AT&T Center, where this could be the night, the game that Greg Popovich becomes the all-time winningest coach in NBA history when our San Antonio Spurs play host to the Toronto Raptors. This is the team, by the way, that changed the course of Spurs history here when Kawhi Leonard demanded a trade in the summer 2018 for DeMar DeRozan, who is now with the Chicago Bulls, and Jakob Poeltl, who is a starter at center for the Silver and Black, and first-round draft pick that turned out to be Olympic gold medalist Keldon Johnson. Now, after 26 years as a head coach of the Spurs, the historic moment could come tonight after tying Don Nelson's record of 1,335 victories with a 117-110 victory over the Lakers on Monday night.
This is a historical moment. It's a big moment. This is something that I think I'm honored and humbled to be hopefully a part of. And, being able to enjoy that environment and hopefully Pop enjoys it. Of course, he doesn't like congratulations and whatnot, so hopefully we give him a good surprise with a win.
Lonnie Walker will suit up tonight after missing the win over the Lakers due to stomach illness. He was asked if the Spurs win tonight, will Pop just wave and walk off the court like it's no big deal?
Most likely. I doubt that he even tried to give away a speech or anything. He's acting like it's a regular game. We got another game coming up. He's focused on that. But, that's just the winning mindset that Pop has. That's what he instills in us. So, for us, it might be a bigger deal for us than it is for him. He's a humble guy.
All right, here is the matchup tonight, 7:30 tip time. Hopefully, we'll have the record tonight on the Night Beat.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
A grand jury in Houston will begin hearing evidence this Friday on whether or not Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson will be indicted on criminal charges. Watson is facing 22 civil lawsuits that accuse him of sexual assault during massages, and now we're waiting to see if he'll face any criminal charges after as many as 10 women also filed criminal complaints with the Houston Police Department. There's also a separate investigation being conducted by the NFL to see if Watson will face any suspension by the league. One thing is for sure, Watson's attorney Rusty Hardin will not let Watson testify, instructing his client to invoke his Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination until the grand jury decides if Watson will be indicted on any criminal charges. Live from the AT&T Center, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.
All right, your Thursday starts near 40 with just a couple hours with some patchy fog possible. Otherwise, sunny. 70s tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be nice, but it won't last long. That front gets here Friday morning to drop our temperatures into the 40s by Friday afternoon. Windy with some scattered light rain in the morning. And then cold mornings this weekend. Our late season freeze Saturday morning and Sunday morning. We're back to feeling more springy by this time next week, guys.
I'll put a spring in our step.
Yeah, a little whiplash, too. Thanks for watching the news at 5.
World News is next. We'll see you at 6.